Houston's oil industry is abuzz, electrified by the prospect of Venezuela's vast, long inaccessible crude reserves finally opening up. In boardrooms and on trading floors, the talk is all about opportunity, about a new frontier that could reshape the global energy landscape and bring a windfall to those bold enough to seize it. The dramatic US intervention in Caracas and the capture of President Maduro have set the stage for a new era. For the first time in years, the world is watching Venezuela with hope instead of uncertainty, as the doors to its oil riches creak open. For Houston's energy giants, Venezuela is the ultimate prize, a chance to rebuild a fallen giant and tap the world's largest proven oil reserves. The scale of what's possible here is almost unimaginable, promising both risk and reward on a global scale. Boardrooms are alive with plans to revive Venezuela's crumbling infrastructure, a challenge Houston's companies are uniquely equipped to tackle. Decades of expertise and innovation have prepared them for this moment, and the stakes have never been higher. The city's engineers and financiers see opportunity in every broken pipeline and idle oil field. Each rusted valve and abandoned rig is a puzzle to solve, a chance to prove Houston's technical prowess and financial muscle. This is more than business. It's a shot at restoring Venezuela's historic role as an energy powerhouse and reshaping the global oil map. The world's eyes are on this partnership, and the stakes extend far beyond profit. The Orinoco Belt's heavy crude could fuel the world for decades, and Houston's innovators are ready to bring cutting-edge technology to bear. The promise of revitalizing these fields is matched only by the ambition of those leading the charge. The dream isn't just to pump oil, it's to transform an entire nation's industry, with Houston at the center of it all. Collaboration between Venezuelan workers and Houston experts could set a new standard for global energy partnerships. The countdown to a new oil rush has begun. As the sun rises over both Houston and Caracas, a new chapter in energy history is being written, one that could change the world. The optimism isn't just local, Washington is driving it, with President Trump making Venezuela's oil revival a top priority. The administration is pushing a $100 billion investment plan, urging American companies to lead the charge. High-level meetings and direct appeals from the White House are cutting through red tape, promising companies a direct line to decision-makers.
President Trump has assured us we'll deal directly with the administration, bypassing the usual government hurdles.
The Department of Energy is actively matchmaking between U.S. capital and Venezuelan opportunity, turning speculation into a national project. With government backing, the risks are lower and the incentives higher, making Venezuela's oil dream a very real, urgent plan for Houston's energy giants. The stage is set for a historic American push into Venezuela. Houston's oil titans are moving fast. Halliburton's CEO, Jeff Miller, is fielding non-stop calls about Venezuela as the world's attention shifts to the country's vast untapped reserves. The energy sector is abuzz with anticipation, and the stakes are clear. Whoever moves first could shape the future of global oil.
Halliburton, forced out by sanctions in 2020, is now racing to secure licenses for a rapid return. The company's legal and technical teams are working around the clock, preparing proposals and negotiating with officials to ensure they're among the first back on the ground.
These industry giants have the scale and expertise to revive Venezuela's oil sector quickly, mobilizing equipment and teams at a moment's notice. Their logistical power means they can restart operations in weeks, not months, bringing much-needed investment and jobs.
Ali Moshiri of Amos Global Energy, a Chevron veteran, has spent years preparing for this moment, now raising billions to invest. He's building partnerships and assembling a team of experts determined to play a leading role in Venezuela's comeback.
Chevron, uniquely, never left. Its ongoing joint ventures with PDVSA give it a head start, allowing it to maintain relationships and infrastructure while others had to pull out. This continuity gives Chevron a model for others to follow. and a significant advantage as the market reopens. The fastest production gains will likely come from expanding Chevron's footprint, leveraging its existing assets and local knowledge to ramp up output. Meanwhile, other majors scramble to catch up, eager not to miss out on the opportunities that Venezuela's reopening presents. The race is on, and the big players are ready to deploy resources and expertise on an unprecedented scale, setting the stage for a new era in the global oil industry. The blueprint for Venezuela's oil revival is already being drawn in Houston's boardrooms, where strategies are mapped and alliances are forged. The industry's heavyweights are poised to lead the charge, shaping not just Venezuela's future, but the direction of global energy markets. The stakes and the rewards have never been higher, as the world watches to see who will seize this historic opportunity. It's not just the oil giants. America's wildcatters are eyeing Venezuela as their next big gamble. These independent drillers, known for their daring spirit and willingness to take on the toughest challenges, see opportunity where others see risk. These independent drillers, famed for risk-taking, have a long history of striking it big in unlikely places. Their reputation is built on bold moves and relentless pursuit of untapped reserves. Now, they see a chance to repeat the US shale revolution in South America, hoping to unlock vast reserves and transform the region's energy landscape.
The Department of Energy has brought in legendary wildcatters like Harold Hamm, whose expertise and track record inspire confidence in the venture, and Jeff Hildebrand, signaling serious interest from the very top of the independent oil world. Their involvement is a clear sign that this is more than just speculation.
One Texas developer is seeking $70 million to revive abandoned wells, betting that new technology and fresh capital can breathe life into forgotten fields. The goal? A massive return if production ramps up, and a chance to be first in line as Venezuela's oil sector reopens to the world.
Wildcatters move fast, chasing first-mover advantage and racing to secure the best prospects before the competition arrives. They're treating Venezuela like a modern gold rush, driven by the promise of untold riches and the thrill of discovery.
Their agility lets them target overlooked fields, moving quickly where larger companies hesitate or can't operate as nimbly. They apply specialized tech and innovative drilling methods, adding a dynamic edge to the investment wave sweeping into Venezuela. But these independents demand clear, enforceable contracts, knowing that legal certainty is crucial for long-term success. They also want political stability before risking their own capital, wary of sudden changes that could threaten their investments. The promise of direct US government involvement is a major draw, offering a sense of security and support for their bold moves. For these independents, Venezuela is a high-stakes bet, but one they're eager to make if the rules are right and the rewards are as big as they hope. The excitement is turning into action. Detailed investment plans are already on the table in Houston.
Matthew Goitia of Polaris Terminals is leading a $250 million to $1 billion project to overhaul Venezuela's decaying marine terminals.
The plan includes refurbishing old terminals and building new ones to handle a surge in exports, with phased strategies for maximum impact.
The old terminal will be repurposed for chemicals, while the new one handles crude, an integrated approach for long-term growth.
Private equity is circling, drawn by the promise of stable returns and the political cover provided by Washington's support.
With US backing, investors are more willing to commit to long-term infrastructure projects.
This is just one example. Across Houston, companies are moving from talk to action, drafting financial models and engineering plans. The oil rush is becoming a series of real, ready-to-launch ventures. The Venezuelan oil fever isn't limited to Houston. Denver's energy sector is joining the fray.
Denver firms like Raisa Energy and Aspect Holdings were at the White House roundtable, showing this is a nationwide movement.
Alex Kranberg of Aspect Holdings stresses the need for stable contracts and a predictable investment climate.
Denver companies bring advanced technology and a fresh perspective, honed in the challenging geology of the Rockies.
Their expertise in seismic imaging and enhanced recovery could unlock Venezuela's toughest reserves.
The message from both Houston and Denver is clear. The opportunity is historic, but the framework must be solid.
This broad industry consensus strengthens America's negotiating hand as it pushes into Venezuela. Despite the excitement, major obstacles remain, chief among them, US sanctions that still block most oil deals.
Companies need special licenses from the Treasury's OFAC, adding layers of bureaucracy and uncertainty.
The rules of engagement are still unclear. Executives are waiting for details on how and when sanctions will be lifted.
Even with Trump's assurances, the practical framework for investment is still being defined.
Inside Venezuela, legal and political risks loom large. Companies want guarantees their contracts and assets will be protected.
Investors are watching for signs of real political stability and a reliable legal system.
Venezuela's hydrocarbon law is under debate, with reforms that could finally allow foreign companies to operate independently.
The outcome of these reforms will determine whether the investment floodgates truly open.
Until then, the industry waits, poised but cautious. Inside PDVSA, Venezuela's state oil company, there's a rush to welcome foreign partners.
After years of decline, PDVSA knows it needs outside capital and expertise to revive the industry.
Venezuela's infrastructure is in ruins and production has collapsed. Foreign investment is now a necessity, not a choice.
The government sees oil as the fastest way to rebuild the economy and improve lives.
Proposed legal reforms would give foreign companies more control and a bigger share of profits, signaling a major shift.
Venezuela is actively working to create a more attractive environment for international investors.
This new openness is a pragmatic move. Venezuela's reserves are worthless if they stay in the ground. The doors are opening from both sides, setting the stage for a new partnership. Venezuela's oil industry stands at a crossroads, its future tied to a new partnership with foreign investors.
Success depends on a stable, transparent regulatory framework, both in the US and Venezuela.
Investors need ironclad contracts and long-term confidence, including international arbitration and rule of law.
The Venezuelan government's ability to provide these assurances will determine the scale of investment.
Technology transfer will be key. Modern American techniques could unlock Venezuela's full potential.
This partnership could modernize Venezuela's industry and workforce, benefiting both sides.
Houston brings expertise and capital. Venezuela brings resources and opportunity. If the legal and political hurdles are cleared, this could be a transformative alliance, reshaping the global energy landscape for decades to come.